I wonder if you can relate. I was married for 16 years. My husband and I split, and suddenly I didn't know who I was. I did not know where I was going, what my life was about. I was so confused because I had a certain identity for many years, as and if you can relate, you know what I'm talking about. And I had to reinvent my life. I had to reinvent my entire life after thinking it was going to go one way and then having an abrupt surprise. And it turns out, nope, you're not going to be married to this man the rest of your life. You guys are getting divorced. You are now living on your own. You're now in an Airbnb, living on your own, figuring out what the heck you're going to do with your life. I wanted to just talk about that for a second because I decided to travel right off the bat, first of all. So I'm not going to make this a long video because I'm working on an actual video for you guys for how to bring your dog here, but I really wanted to get this off out of my heart and into yours because many of you may be going through a transition like I am or have been, where you were in a job or you were working or you were married and then something happened and then suddenly everything's changed. And maybe you don't want to live in that country anymore. Maybe you're not married to that person anymore, or they passed, or you just come to a new stage in your life. You're retired and it's like, okay, what is the next section of my life going to be? So I started traveling as much as I could, as in between work, I would take 2 weeks and I would go to India or Japan or Barcelona, Morocco, Dubai, Thailand, several times. And as I was out traveling in the world, I was like, you know what? My life is not in one small town in California for the rest of my life until I die. That is not it for me. I want something more exciting and something bigger. And I don't know if you can relate to that, but if you can, I want you to know that it's possible. Like there's no such thing as it's too late. It's too late. It's too late if you're in a coma and you can't move, or if you're dead and you can't go, obviously. But if you're alive, I want you to think about how incredibly important the time you have left is. Whether it's 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, whatever it is, it's going to come to an end. And in that time, I want to live the things in my mind and my heart and my spirit. I want to live those out. I want to go on a safari in Nairobi. I want to meet a sexy, handsome man from England and have an affair. I want to go to places I've never been before. I want to go back to India. I've never been to Mumbai. I want to go there. I want to go to Australia. I want to go spend some time in China. I need to have money to do that. So I have a business that I work online that allows me to make money wherever I am. Thank you, God. And I'm working on creating more streams of income so that I'm not relying on one. And you have to figure all this shit out as you go. Actually, someone asked me not to swear because Thai people don't swear. I'm sorry. My apologies. You have to figure this stuff out as you go. I do not believe that you have to have all the answers before you make moves. I think you have to have some of the answers and some of the questions answered. My question, Wendy, do you want to spend the next 20 years in Southern California? God, I like it there, yes, but while I'm there, I feel something is really missing in my heart, in my life. So what are you going to do about that? What are you willing to do? I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to get out there and see what happens. I'm willing to try. And that's all you need is the willingness, because the plane goes in two directions, right? So I took the plane from LA to Bangkok. And I'm still not sure I'm going to stay in Bangkok because there's a lot of other parts of Thailand to see. And when I switch from the education visa to the digital nomad visa, I don't have to stay near my school. I can go wander in different places, which I probably will do. But I got to tell you, the first 9 months here in Bangkok have been pretty damn exciting. Darn exciting. And I have had so much fun. I have seen so many incredible things. And I am just blown away by how majestic this. Look, this is the king of Thailand. And any good Thai home has a picture of the king in the house. And, you know, I do too, because I'm just so grateful that you've allowed me to stay in your country, your beautiful country, sir. And I'm just going to try to make the most out of the time that I'm here, because it could be 6 months more, it could be 5 years more. I don't know. And I want you to think about, you don't need to know either. You don't need to know everything. For me, I kept some structure back in the States. My bank account's still there. My safety deposit box is there. I have a house there. You know, so it's that there's a renter in. You know, not I'm not gone from the US. I still have some roots there, but I am here physically. And the majority of my time is here physically, except for when I travel here and there. So you maybe don't have to figure it all out at once. Maybe you can figure it out in incremental stages. But I do suggest you follow your heart and your intuition and your gut and whatever it's telling you. If you're being called to move to Vietnam or Mexico or Georgia, Albania, the Philippines, and any of these places that lets you come and live, go for it. Like, why not? What do you have to lose? Because at some point, we're not going to be here. So we might as well see as much of it as we can and try things. And I don't want to be the kind of person that doesn't try. I don't want to be the kind of person that's scared to try or afraid to become the next version of myself. And if that's you, welcome to my channel. We're gonna go do a lot of fun things together. See you in the next video.